1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, 1, 2. Okay, so we're back. Had an issue with the audio earlier on. Seems to be working now, so we can get back into working this out. So we're gonna have in terms of access, there's gonna be a bridge that comes over the river here, which will provide a raw timber input to this side of the workspace. So I need to plan strategically where that door is, and how then, if we do have an extra opening between the levels, where does that go to permit the most access? The pieces that I'm working with are, need to be flexible enough. This is 3385. That should be wide enough if we can get a clear opening on that. So I just need to consider that I might, for the meantime, put in a placeholder bridge, just so that we don't forget what we're working to. Let's make this 3385 wide. And then just scale it up some. This is our bridge. So this is technically, yeah, this is all buried, or it's beneath the bridge. Yeah. So I don't think there would be this here. Jeez, the stereo effect on that is crazy. So, that's right, actually. Hold on. Hello? Hiya. Good. I'm live streaming away. Mm-hmm. Yes. How are you? Very nice. Yeah. Productive morning so far? It's not that nice here. It's very grey. Lovely. Pardon? Lovely. Emer's home with me today as well. Yes. Emer's home as well today. Yes. Hello? Yeah. I'll see you later on, Dad. Love you. Me and Emer will have a chat. We'll come up with something. Love you. Bye. Right, we're back. And I missed the best part of my song. Yes. So actually, I don't think this would happen here. I'd like to have a completely unobstructed entrance. It probably happens at this closer door. Or does the bridge come straight in the side of the building? That's the question now. No, I don't think it does. A lot of the stuff that I design, I'm always considering what's going to be coming through it. So if we take, for example, a sheet of plywood, 2440 by 1220. And let's make this 25mm thick. Having a 3385 wide opening is generous enough to get 8-foot wide things in and out. Question becomes, there's a sawmill over on this side. The sawmill would be working with slabs with sections of tree that could be 12 foot, 16 foot long. So if I had a 16 foot long piece of timber, like a beam or a joist or something, let's see, what does that look like? So I'm just going to throw down 16 feet. And let's make it 75 wide. And we'll make it 250 tall. Right, that's like a beam. Lower my music volume. That's better. I can hear myself. So how would you get that into this space? If you were using a forklift, like you couldn't just drive that straight in. You'd have to bring it in that way. So you need some sort of system for carrying beams, which is fine. I don't think it would be reasonable to make a 16-foot wide opening just for getting the occasional 16-foot wide thing through the door. You can just rotate it and get it in just fine. So I think I'm fine with this, but I do think that if there's going to be, if we offset this surface, that is where it'll come to. Let's set this to shaded. So we're now reducing the clear width at that point. And I do like the idea of it being a continuous thickness, that it's not just a straight down barrier. There's something quite Barbican about it. I don't know. I think if I am going to have an opening like this, it doesn't happen right here. It happens deeper into the building. Maybe at this point here, if we consider that in the plan, we kind of have a 2x2. I'm going to make a new sketch layer here. Actually, I should do this all as projections. So we've got a 2x2 of like entrance lobby, and probably the same here. This is a space about changing levels, right? This is a double height space, and we also have got a stair happening there. This is going to be kind of storage. Why did that come so far forward? Anyway, on the upper level, all of this is workspace. And the same on the lower level, pretty much. So if we just select these objects, and then we go isolate, it's actually quite hard to see that orange on that grey background. Right, that's a bit better. So that's our entrance. That's a double height space. That's an entrance. Maybe we needed let me just make it very straightforward. Do another entrance. That's where a change happens then. So if we were to suggest that a change in level happens here, maybe this one. Then yeah, this assumes a parking space. That's a little pinch point. Does the pinch point go on the inside or the outside? Where is my crane? Let's bring it over. The crane definitely is longer. It gets to the center of that space, which would be enough. Especially if I was to expand it a bit. Yeah. I think that's fine. Because it doesn't need to get all the way to the edge here. It just needs to get to there. Yeah, so I think if we have an opening, it's in this space here. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to move them over. And I'm going to knock off our sketch layer again. But then do I have to crane it over a handrail? That is the question. I need an impermanent guarding. I need it to be a bit like this, actually, where it's only sweeping in one axis. If we look at this, And then that is quite symmetrical then, that we have it protected on two sides, or three sides essentially there, and open from this end, and we'd have a gate then. I think that makes sense. And it's happening there. Yep, I don't hate that. And then this is all clear open space for manufacturing to take place. Yeah, that's fine by me. Okay, let me get my layout plan. I'm going to be monitoring the chat on my phone, so I don't have to have the window compromised. Temple of Metallurgy. So, this space is about copy lathes. So we have our wood storage is happening over here. There'll be a bridge that takes the stuff over to the far side. How wide have I made this bridge? Because that seems a bit insane. No, it's not going to be 8,000. So I've suggested that's a table saw there, and that is a planer. So if we have, we're going to have slabs coming in essentially. Fun fact from when you showed this a few minutes ago, you have the category as music. You have the category as music. Remember talking about issues of thumbnails before. Yeah, I don't know how to change the category though. Like I went in and like it says category music there, but I don't know how to change the category of my stream. Maybe I should just Google it. Change stream category on YouTube. Oh, what? No, that's Twitch. Yeah, it's just like you'd think it would be right there. Click edit from the stream settings when you schedule a stream. Okay, tally schedule. Yeah, you would. Like that's everything I have. Community? Community settings? Maybe? No. It's only a short tangent. I feel focused. This channel is not made for kids. Okay. That's fine. Alright. Still know how to change my category. Change the YouTube video category. I don't want to change the video. Anyway, yes, now I've got your chat anyway. I'll just keep your chat up, and you can text back to me. Am I on your second monitor? I'm on your bottom screen, and I have a bottom drink. It's nice to have your company. And I enjoy this. It feels like I'm performing, so I get more into it. That's me. I wonder how long the delay is, like for you. It doesn't seem to be too long. Wow, that's pretty good. That's interesting. And the audio is nice and clean. That's fantastic. Jesus. Oh, that was actually clipping. Jesus. I have the little light on my interface that tells me when the audio is too loud. Jesus. Really, yeah. And it's just a nice level now. That's good. Caller on line 1. That seems to be the problem, caller. Okay. It's your wife, is it? Ah, Jesus. What's the problem with your wife? She wouldn't let you up the leg of her trousers. Ah, Jesus. And sure we know the leg of the trousers is only a hop, skip, and a jump away from the hell is your father. It's awful, Joe. What do you think of me, Crane? It's going to be a, I don't know if you saw this earlier. Let me put this back into shaded. So it's going to be a gantry crane that has a rail, one up on high on the wall here, and one rail down here on the floor. So this curved beam provides the support, carries the weight down to the two rails that will ride back and forth on. Not a gammy crane, a gantry crane, a gantry. And then this rail will have the hoist on it. So the hoist will roll back and forth and be able to winch stuff up and down. And the idea being that you can have stuff arrive at the upper level or at the lower level and get it down to you hear what you want to hear. Yeah. So like delivery comes along and it's a piece of equipment or machinery and it arrives through the big door here at the front. So it can be winched up onto the gantry crane and then rolled over the big opening here. It only minorly obstructs the catwalk there, but then it's lowered down to the lower space and then can be wheeled into a lower area down there. And likewise, down this end, we can have stuff arrive at the upper level here and then use the gantry crane to lower it down to the lower level, which would be about storage. Yes, thank you. And what I was working on earlier was figuring out the how we're getting from this level to this level and this level, right? Because essentially it's all split level here. I'm going to put this on CSS shadows. So this is like our kind of, this is the front entrance essentially, right? So the front entrance is at this level. We'll call this 0, 0. And this is our datum for what we're going to be referencing everything to. So 0, 0 is here. And then this is plus 1.5. This is the upper level. And this is where a lot of the... oh, the color is gone. I'm so sorry. I'll bring it back, I swear. But you need it to understand the glass and stuff. So this up here is plus 1.5. And this is where a lot of the manufacturing is happening. It'll be a nice, tall floor-to-ceiling space with good dust extraction and stuff like that. And then storage is happening down below at minus 1.5. So we have got a ramp. Let me knock this off for a sec. We have a ramp that runs from the lower vault storage level all the way up to 0, 0. So that's for getting stuff from storage up to the sort of dispatch sort of sales area there. And in terms of getting goods from the upper level down there, there'll be the external road will navigate that change in level from 0 here to plus 1.5 here. I can put that in. It is a huge ramp. When you're working with ramps, you have to be very specific about the slope. So this slope is at 1 in 20, which means that for every 1 meter you travel forward, you're going 20 centimeters up, which is like barely anything when you think about it. But it just means that it's a very easy incline to climb. There is actually landings. I will show you what the landings look like now. It is important to have landings. like I'm designing them to be wheelchair standard ramps. Here we go. And let's just hide this for a sec. So what we have here is level. Then we've got our first climb of 500 mil. Then there's a landing that's 1.5 meters long. So you could do a complete rest there and not be like, you know, if you stop trying, you're going to start rolling backwards down the hill. And then once again, we're climbing another 500 mil, another landing to rest, and then a final climb up to 1.5. So it is a very nice, gentle slope. Yeah, it can be difficult to see when the slope is that gentle, but having the section cut is a good way of revealing it. And then I just, because I'm speaking this language of arches and tunnels here, I've decided to kind of take that curve and sweep it up to create the guarding for this upper space here. So like the balcony edge, the guarding around the opening. So it's swept up like that. I might round that corner to make it more convincing that it is speaking all the same language. Might be nicer. But I can turn that off now. My son takes after you. Yes, he does. So we've got a ramp, we've got the gantry crane, and then the last way of changing the levels is with our switchback stairs here. So we've got a catwalk that gets you from 0 over to 1.5. So it's a short climb, and then the same climb, same like vertical height change then to get from here down to minus 1.5. And it's quite neat and compact in the corner there. I'm going to move the sun around. Let's set this to now. Does it even know where I am? No, it thinks I'm in America. Boom. There you go. This is doing nothing for me. Anyway. Yes, it is quite compact. I'm going to put the color back on. But, so these would be just big pieces of glass then that act as the guarding for either side of the stairs. So from here, this is what it would look like. You can go down or you can go up. So I think it works quite well. So the last thing to work out really is how is this happening? USA jump scare. Hooray! This is like people posting GIFs in the or reacts in the Twitch chat. I love it. So you just got to figure out this change in level here, and these walls will be blanked off as well. Actually, now that I think about it, because this will just be the side of this will be like an earthen bank. You are the Twitch watcher spamming emotes. Yes, you are. I have to put you on cool down. But yeah, that's the way it's going. Oh, this is a good point. Whatever I do here needs to allow the crane to pass. I nearly didn't catch that. So, how would that work? Because I do want to provide guarding, but it would just be enough. It would have to just be enough to cover that edge, and then this edge would be open and have a gate. Because what's going to happen is, over here, we've got the sawmill. So the sawmill is taking in whole logs and cutting them into slabs. And cutting some of the slabs into beams and boards. And then they're carried over the bridge into here. And then the slabs are processed into blanks in this space here. And then the blanks can either go straight down into storage, or they can go onwards then into manufacturing. So maybe it's good to have it here and have the opening, not gun blanks. So when you've got, if you're making like a wooden handle, or like a balustrade, or anything that is like that needs carving or shaping, the raw piece of timber that you put in before you do the shaping is called a blank. So it's a finished piece of timber, like it's nice and clean cut and sanded on all sides, so it's like known dimensions. Yeah, it's the wood before the carve. It's the blank that goes into the machine to be shaped. Um, so either the blanks go straight on to be processed immediately, or they go down into storage, and then they can be pulled back up, or they can come up the ramp. Well, the ramp will get them to here, and then it would have to go back up the ramp on the other side then to come in the door there if they're not using the crane. I think that's fine, given the footprint of the space. Yeah. So in this case, I'm making like handles for tools. So it's fairly straightforward, I think. This is just the thing to resolve now, is make this work. I can make this a bit smaller now. What are you up to anyway, other than watching me on your bottom screen? Bloons Tower Defense 6. This is epic. I can't believe it. Are you winning, son? The Cubism map is Mies van der Rohe's artwork there. Oh, that is cool. I've never played Bloons Tower Defense before. I have no idea how it works. Oh, that's how my stream looks on your screen. That's cute. I'm listening to lo-fi beats to live stream / do CAD too. I've never played Bloons. Is it a 2D top-down thing, or is it like a side-on thing like Worms? I'm sorry. I'm not big into the tower defense games, or like the what you call it, the Plants vs Zombies. I quite liked Bubble Burst. That remember this game. See the little blue circles coming towards the monkey. Yes. Oh, they travel along that line. Okay. Monkey pop blue balloons. I see. No. It was better than this. It had like a little guy. I didn't say anything bad about Plants vs Zombies. I just said I'd never played it. Bubble Blast? Where's on my PlayStation? PlayStation 2. PS2. Super. Oh, is it this? I think it was Super Busta Move. I had this. Yes, this is so familiar. Yes, this little creature. Look at him. Super Busta Move. Super Busta Move. Oh my god, this was it. This was the cover of the game. Okay, fine. You're gonna get me. I mean, you already have me playing Sims, so I can start doing Plants vs Zombies as well. Do you know this though? Have you seen this before? Or these little creatures? Or this guy? That's the Tamagotchi, surely. What the fuck? No, that's Michael. What's his name? I have to go to the wiki. Um, fuck you. Um, the baby was. Oh, look, Bub. Surely this is our main guy. Yeah, look at him. Um, the baby was involved in the marketing material. He's like the Nirvana baby. Bob Catch, Fongila. He's cool. Oh my god, this is such a nostalgia. Wolo. He was cool. These are really good designs. Puzzle Bobble 4. This is obviously the same. It was on the original PlayStation. This is Bust a Move. Then it was Super Bust a Move. He looks really cool though. And I really like Wolo. I'm gonna get a Wolo tattoo on my calf. Catch is great though. Look at Catch. He's got a little love heart. Then they had Super Bust a Move 2. Pinky! Remember Pinky? Okay. Not to get back on track, but let's get back on track. And who is the baby? It's a Nirvana baby. Right. Thanks, chat. Okay. So this would be... Ah. Yes, that's right. This is nice. That there's plenty of room to get a full 8-foot thing clear down through this opening. The question is it easier to just have a completely open square with... It's a lot of feet. What are you talking about, feet? Oh, 8 foot. Sorry, I was thinking of human feet. Yes, you can get an 8-foot wide thing down through this opening. It's an 8-foot opening. Yes, 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 yes. They're so funny. I think you can get 4 people down through this opening. Yeah, I think if I made this slightly larger, it would have enough travel. I really do. A lot. A whole lot. Okay, we're going to get rid of these. They're brilliant. You're so clever, Banya. Do you like videos that have their own music, right? Or live streams that have their own music? Or would you rather be able to listen to like somebody and have your own music playing in the background? What would you prefer? Aww. That's fair. Mm. So I know some streamers have like a little now playing window, and they have their like Animal Crossing OST going. Hmm. That's fair. This isn't giving me the lo-fi beats I wanted. This is just giving me Aurelian dance and a lot of piano jazz. I'm gonna go to lo-fi. Oh, actually, is the Cowboy Bebop lo-fi? Yes. No. Yeah, this'll do. Reminds you of something you can't put your finger on. This one. This over these. And then I have like these within these. No? Okay. But these. The square element is eating my brain. There are many windows I have in The Sims. Okay. Itching. Anyway. What if your image searching is not your work? So something about this reminds you. Thank you. This is off center now. I think I actually want that to be on center. That's easy to do in the second version. This is the sketch. I have to get the lamellar roof working again as well. It is tutti frutti colored. It's important to have like, you know, groups that all make sense and are all different colors, so you know exactly what's part of what. I always start with like red, green, and blue, and then like add more as we go. Orange is always sketching. I think if I'm going to round this corner, orange. If I'm going to round this corner, I have to break it in half and then sweep that sort of J shape around till it becomes flush. I'm going to come back to that later. I need to think about, right, these are going to be blank. Will I make them like this? Maybe I will. Yeah, let's think about that. Let's think about taking these, mirroring them, and sticking them this way. And I take, ungroup that, knock that off for 2 seconds, knock out that and that and that and that. So now, you bring in these as well. Or no, the lower ones. Now, yes, that's good. That yellow is such a good shape. You like these? It's cool. That's how these vaults are working. Yeah, it's about being limited to the material use. Because I need to... The kind of language that I'm working with is that it's brick below and timber above. So it's like, how do you create spans that are supportive of floors above in brick? You're not allowed to bite it. How do you create spans in brick? You have to use arches. And the best way to use arches in a space like this is to make vaults. So it's arches in 2 directions, and you end up with very nice shapes. You'd smash all your teeth on it. It's solid brick. And down this end, can I zoom in over here? That's how the arch turns the corner. I quite like that. I think that works. I'm gonna put another clipping plane. So like, this is a retaining wall. This will all be soil under here. Same out the back. It'll all be lit from this front edge. So we're going to have one opening here for getting down to the lower level. Look at you chomping on my cables. No. I was thinking, do I do the same kind of language of that rounded edge? Like if I have that here, do I also do it here? But how would that work with the catwalk? And this one here as well. I don't think it would. Yeah, this needs to remain like an orthographic landscape. Or an orthogonal landscape. We can do the curvy shit in this space, but like this needs to remain all orthogonal. I think the opening with the crane and catwalk. I don't. Yeah. 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 This is a Squarespace, which brings us neatly to today's sponsor, Squarespace. If you need a website or a blog or an online store, then you should go to squarespace.com/BradyMate and check out their templates that are really easy to use. I set up my online website at bradymade.com for getting my customers for their kitchens, and I've been really loving it. So check out squarespace.com/BradyMade today and use code Brady to get 10% off your first purchase. Thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring the Brady Made Work in Progress podcast. Uh, Squarespace, if you want to sponsor me, I'd love it. I would take your sponsor money. Maybe I should just send them an email. That'd be funny. It's both a podcast and a live stream. We're multi-streaming to Spotify and YouTube. Yes, you're a podcast listener now. Would you listen to this? Like, if like you couldn't see what I was doing, but it was just me talking about what I'm doing. Would you listen to it daily? Oh, you're so cute. Thank you. I love your voice too. Let's think about this. I love you too. Is anybody else watching this stream, or is it just you? One concurrent viewer. Oh, two concurrent viewers. Oh, and I think. Am I the other viewer? Maybe? I don't think it's me. Must be somebody else. Yeah, if you're watching this stream, say hi in the chat. So then I can say, chat, is this real? Oh, now it's ticked up to 2. Chat, is this real? Hello. Hi, chat. Oh, this is so sad. I'm glad I have one person watching and engaging. Yes, I'm my biggest fan. Can you join my membership? Can you join my Patreon, please? It's just It's €5 a month. You get access to my private Discord. I will not let you bite the building. You can pay me in coffee, yeah. No. That's my favorite GIF of all time. Trying to think about this now. Let's offset these surfaces, right? And include them that way. No, I actually want them to be solid. Nope. Nope, still the wrong way. Right. It's a very solid building. Now, let's take these. It's nice building in a lot of axial symmetry, so that I can have a lot of references to use. And I think these ones would... no, I kind of need to come back to that and then straighten out somehow. And then this would be... No, I need that there because I need the rail there. So I think these would be gone. I think this would be gone. There would be a part... I think I would just take this edge, dupe, extract surface. Then how does that work with this one? Let's just extrude this. If I do that, all right, what do you think? And now remember, we also have got roof over it like this. And the thickness of the roof structure would be filling in this space here. So it's like the guarding is like that. I'd have to make a little slice for the crane to get past. Let's bring this forward a bit. A little more. Like, if I bring it to there, you can see, yeah, the crane does intersect it. So I do need to create a little slice. Like if we was to scale this. I would make a full cut, like a neat cut. What would it look like? Let's do this. And it's going to be based around the same center. So I can pick that center up. And let's just make it... like that. And I can wire cut this object. And go back into perspective. Yeah, I want to leave, like, I don't want to leave a tight amount of room. I want it to be very generous. Invert. That's what I'm cutting away. I'm also curious as to why this is lost. Oh, that's right. It's not... yeah, the floor isn't 215 thick. That's why it's not tangential. Which is fine. I prefer it that way. So that's it now with the space to pass, right? So that's generous amount of room there. And if we had the same on the other side. Now, crane can pass on both sides. But now I need a gate to access this space. This also looks really scuffed for some reason. Oh, because I'm actually not... It's not actually a simple offset. It's... Yes, there is a different surface to be developed for the top one. Oh, this thing. Looks like a tree trunk. It's about what it looks like in section. Like the same sort of thing happening here, where we're sweeping the volume of the arch up to create an opening like that. I kind of want the same thing happening over here, so there's a theme between them, like that. Openings in the vault are not just like a extruded cut, it's like they're always swept. So if you see it in... Knock these out. Delete them for a sec, and then explode this one. Or ungroup. Ungroup. Knock those out. Knock that out. I don't know how obvious this is to you. Knock that out. Ungroup this one. Knock those out. So that from below, right? Let's turn off that. From below, the opening is swept. Like this. That's not doing much for me. I think it would need a way to finish. The sharp end of the top doesn't match with the curve of the rest of the building. Yeah, I think... Oh, look at that. Let's go back into shaded here for a sec. Yes, so rather, let's undo a lot of this temporarily. Yeah, I think it does need to be tangential. I think it needs to be like a continuous arc rather than having a hard edge like that. I think it needs to be a tangential flow. What do I have over here? Yeah, this is tangential here. So it's going to be like this, where it's fully tangential on both ends. I was just offsetting it here, so it's not tangential. It's just 215 offset from the inside sweep. In reality, it needs to be a different curve altogether up here. No, the top where it meets the floor. The top where it meets the floor. Not where it meets the floor. From the top. Oh, here. So this needs to be a rounded edge. Is that what you're saying?